Oh, hello.
Perfect timing.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So is it cool if I just jump right in?
Go for it.
All righty. So first off, what are people in for with the live action Lilo and Stitch?
It is. It's very, very reminiscent of the first one. If you've seen the first one, there's just the same beloved characters. There's a few additional ones, myself included. And it's a goofy, fun, light ride for everyone. I'm very stoked to see it. This is just me knowing what I've little clips that I've seen. But
No, I'm definitely excited for it. I was a fan of the original, so very much looking forward to this.
yeah, same, very much same.
Um, and the story's been around for over 20 years, and it's really resonated with a lot of people. Why do you think that is?
It's about family. It's about welcoming someone who doesn't seem like they belong and telling them that they belong. And I think that that is, I don't know, so important, especially nowadays. But it's always been important. It's always resonated with people. It's always been something that I feel like everyone has related to in some aspect of their life, of like where they belong, even if they look like a six-legged monster alien person.
For sure, for sure. And kind of going off with that, embodying Ohana. And how does this film do that? Is it in the same way? Are there like subtle differences? What can you tell us?
Um, at least in my experience, I mean the story is the same, but it's for me on set and going to set and the people behind the scenes and in front of the camera too, but um it was just welcoming. It was a comfortable, it was fun, it was let's play, let's like I don't know, just it embodied the playful aspect of like why I got into this in the first place, you know. Um it was just fun to go on. I was excited to go on set every day. And that's I love to be on set obviously all the time, but this one specifically was, oh, we're going to play, we're going to explore, we're going to have ideas, and that's okay to have. Some sets are like, oh no, this is what we're doing, and that's it. Like if you have maybe one idea, that's fine, but let's try to stick to this thing. Whereas this was like, oh, let's try, try this line, let's try this line, let's improv a little bit, and that was refreshing. Um, and it just felt comfortable, felt like a family.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. And I'm guessing that filming in Hawaii helped with that, right?
100%. Yeah. It was everybody was relaxed and chill and you get off work and you go to the beach, you get a smoothie and you relax or you go surfing or it's incredible. It's incredible.
Nice, nice. What was your favorite part of filming on location?
It just felt removed from life. It's just nice to like escape everything that's, you get into a routine and nothing against routines, but I feel like I personally have to like remove from LA every now and then. And if it's to do the thing that I love to do in a place that's beautiful and the people are beautiful and the food's amazing, just it's just a great little escape. Um, and definitely helps with just being immersed in it too. And we're shooting in the trudging through the jungle for 20 minutes to like get to the location. It's great. It's great.
That's awesome. Now your character, Agent Foster, is not in the original film. And the only description that we have is a voice in Cobra Bubble's ear during the hunt for Stitch. Can you give us a little bit more?
Yeah. He Agent Foster is um he's kind of like the voice of reason in a way. Cobra Bubbles is his boss, but he's also like trying to rein his boss in a little bit of like this isn't really a thing. Like this is a person. This is not you know an alien being. Um and yeah, it's just a lot of are you sure? Are you sure about this? I'm that guy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, what was it like playing a new character up against these other characters that have been beloved for 2 decades now?
I mean, it's Courtney B. Vance plays Cobra Bubbles, and uh, just to be in a scene with him is already incredible. But just to bring ideas, I think to bring a different um, idea on like I was kind of like a straight man, but to bring like a goofy, silly aspect to it, um, I think helped me stand out more. Whereas next to, a Cobra Bubbles and a Lilo, and it's just like you kind of have to make your own path in that sense and be noticed. But
Um, you also got to, I've only seen the trailer, so I'm just kind of spitballing with the next question, but I'm guessing that you got to act alongside the real life actors, but also animated characters. Uh, what's it like
mhm.
having to act with something that's not there?
Your imagination's got a real, it's got to be real good. Uh, Either it's a green ball or it's a puppet or it's a green man that's just there. Um, it's just immersing yourself, I think. It's just putting an image onto whatever the object is that you're next to, and just playing a little movie in your head. Um, I think it's fun. I do mocap a lot too, motion capture stuff, which is kind of in the same vein of like, you're in a giant empty room, but imagine you're in a forest and there's a monster coming at you. There's just a lot of imagination that's got to kick in, and it's my favorite part. It's great.
Did they give you like an image of like what each character looked like, or was it just kind of like in your head? It was like the actual cartoon.
It that was it was just the actual cartoon, I think. Because they hadn't rendered anything of like what Stitch was going to look like, and like the final, they were still figuring that out, and so they just had the little placeholder thing. Um, yeah, so I was just imagining the cartoon, but I think it looks great too. I think they did a really, really good job as to like matching the original um, animated character. I think that they did a great job.
No, I think so too. Um, and Chris Sanders, who was a part of the original project, kind of the catalyst for all of this, is coming back to
Mm-hmm.
pitch. Did you get to work with him on set at all?
Unfortunately, I didn't. They had just like uh, I wouldn't say a stand-in, but like anybody that like wasn't there for like um, the any of the animated characters, they had like someone reading off camera for that, and then they would like render them in later. Um, so unfortunately, I didn't get to work with Chris at all, but a lot of the same characters are coming back too, but not as their original characters. So like, um, I think the girl that played Nani is coming back as like the grandmother, or a different character. Like everyone's kind of coming back as like a different character in the movie, but from the original. It's very cool.
That is really cool. Um, Sorry, I want to write that down before I forget.
Yeah, yeah, no worries.
Um, and in addition to Lilo and Stitch, I hear that you also have some other exciting projects coming out soon. Can you talk about any of those yet?
Yes, I don't know too much about the release date or anything of the. I'm in a movie called See You When I See You. It's a J. Duplass movie. That one's gonna be incredible. It's like a family dramedy, uh, but it's incredibly well written, and the cast is phenomenal. And um, but yeah, I don't know exactly when that's coming out, but he just like it was one of the best sets I've ever been on. He just like makes Jay like sets like a 10-minute time like beforehand. And just if anyone wants to say anything, if anyone wants to get anything off their chest, if they had a bad day yesterday or a bad week or anything, they can like feel free to talk about it in this space. And he does it every day. And it's just it's such a great like tone setter for like the rest of the day for the whole shoot, you know. Um, so that was a great takeaway from that movie. And then another movie called Grizzly Night is coming out soon as well, which is a it's a true story of two grizzly bear attacks that took place in Glacier National Park in 1967. Um, and I play a guy that kind of like run or leads a rescue party. His name's Steve Pierre, and it was amazing. We got to go into Utah for 3 weeks and just stay at a lodge. It was awesome. There's a real bear on set. It was insane.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was
Did,
very, very cool.
did you get to act with the bear?
I didn't. They
Oh,
were all, everyone, yeah. We were hundreds of yards away, but could like see it pretty far. But even if being that far, they were like, you can't have any snacks in your pockets. You can't have any gum. You can't have anything outside, any food related, anything, because he'll smell it and he'll come over there. Um, it was incredible. His name was Tag. The bear's name was Tag. Uh, he's a Hollywood bear. It was great. And he was huge, but they were like, oh, he's a smaller grizzly. And he was huge. It was,
that's terrifying.
it was insane.
Smaller grizzly, but it's huge.
Yeah.
Um, Great. Those are kind of all of the questions that I have. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you wanted to add, especially about Lilo and Stitch, but about Grizzly Nights as well?
Um, yeah, just as, I mean, they were all, everyone was wonderful. Everyone was wonderful. There was not like a second on set that I was like, eh. There was, everyone was just wonderful to work with. They were all fantastic, and I would do it again. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Well, that's amazing. Do you think
Yeah.
maybe there'll be a live action of Lilo and Stitch too?
Maybe I can't say anything yet, but maybe that would be awesome. That'd be very fun.
That would be really cool to see the other uh uh I forget what they're called. Aliens, sorry. They'd be
Oh
great.
yeah, no, yeah, there's a bunch more
Experiments.
experiments. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Great. Um, well, hopefully we get news about that soon because I'd love to talk with you about that as well.
yeah. Of course, of course, of course.